Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Instacart Help Center is canceled. So as we all know, one of the most important places you can get information about any of these companies is from the companies themselves. Of course, you can learn from other gig workers as well, and that's always recommended, but learning from their help centers is also very important to understand how the system actually works, or at least get a better understanding of it. And it turns out Instacart decided to cancel their old help systems, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So with that said, we're going over everything you must know about what is happening with Instacart's help center, what they are saying versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. And with all of that said, let's get started. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Instacart didn't always have their own help center or their own help system. In fact, they were operating through a company called Zendesk to handle some of the back-end stuff, being help pages, support, etc. And as you all know, I use these help pages in order to make some of my videos and then add some gig worker experience to what they're saying on paper. But then I got this. Oops, this help center no longer exists. The company you're looking for is no longer using our help center. We suggest reaching out to them directly via their official website. And of course, if you go to their website and look into their help center, this is more for customers than they are for drivers or shoppers. And that's off-putting because a lot of Instacart shoppers need to learn from Instacart, at least in the beginning, just to see how it actually operates. In order to get better, you learn from other gig workers, but in order to understand the systems themselves, experience and actually checking out the help centers are vitally important. Heck, I was getting ready to do an alcohol delivery video about Instacart, and apparently that's not a thing anymore. Now, that doesn't mean they don't have any help centers. It just means the help center they had in the past is no longer there. It's actually in the app itself. So in order for you to access your help pages, you can go to the top right corner question mark, go to any of these articles about getting started or shopping, pay and earnings, delivering, etc., and actually choose one of the topics you want to learn about. Granted, not all of them are going to be backed by the experience of a gig worker, but having just the raw material would help you a lot, especially from the people who designed the system. Granted, there wasn't a whole lot that Instacart was providing on those help pages that you couldn't just get within the app or from another gig worker, but where do you think those people learn from? Experience and other gig workers. Which is why I usually tell people to at least subscribe or follow some other creator. I appreciate it if you subscribe to me, but follow a creator that is going to help you. If you ask the company how they want you to do your work, they're going to give you advice under the guise of they really want you to do things for them. Do as many orders as possible, not necessarily what's profitable. If you learn from another gig worker that is actually going to help you, that gig worker is going to at least tell you what's good and what's not and how to actually profit. You learn from the company to understand policy so you don't give them a reason to deactivate you. And if you need to learn from other creators or other gig workers really trying to make as much money as possible and those who have come before you, one of the best places you can accomplish that is through the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I've partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker, exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings, more live streams with high-level professionals in our industry, educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company or delivery service provider, as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld is also kicking off its Build Your Own DSP course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get greater opportunities with you. So whether you're a gig worker just looking for new platforms to work for or new opportunities to earn, or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and we'd like to see something with growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.